Hello, today we will be talking about your new syllabus, which is supposed to be implemented since June 2020. This new program is being referred as learning outcome based course structure, uh, which has been implemented by the university from this year. For this purpose, when you sorry, I am just a minute. Now, what is this outcome-based education? In brief, I will just try to explain you so that you should be aware with the terminology. The new outcome-based education, it is a approach that focuses basically on the attributes, or you can say outcome after completing the academic program. Now, till date, we were not talking about the learning outcomes or the program outcomes, but since this year it is being expected that the desired outcome should be defined first, and then the program curriculum or the syllabus of that particular subject will be formulated, and based on the program curriculum, the teaching learning methodologies and the supporting facilities which are required should be designed accordingly. Now, this year I will be dealing with your paper number 7, which is being named as immunology. As you know very well, in this semester pattern we have 4 units. Here this year also we will be having 4 units to work with. Unit 1, it is named as immune system, infection and immunity. Unit 2, antigen, antibody and immune response. Unit 3, antigen antibody reactions, and Unit 4, hypersensitivity. I will come to the details of these units a bit later, but let me tell you, this year in Unit 1 there is addition as compared to the last year syllabus. You will find 2 bits are being added. We will talk about that a bit later. As I told you earlier that this is an outcome based syllabus or program, a learning outcome based course. So, what is the course outcome of immunology paper? The basically understand the basic components of the immune system and to know how this immune system works to protect the host individual against disease causing microorganism. This is the very first outcome of the course, that after completing this course you should be able to understand what are the basic different components of the immune system, and you should also know how this immune system works to protect that particular host against infection causing organisms. Similarly, the second course outcome of your paper is to understand the concept related to the cells and organs that are involved in immune system, or you can say immunity, which is responsible to give an immune response, and also study the mechanism of immune system or immune response, also to know both the type of response given by the host, that is immunity, which we normally refer as protective immunity, and the another is hypersensitivity, which normally we refer as allergy, which is exactly opposite to that of immunity. The learning outcomes of the paper which is expected, it is after completing the immunology course, that is completing these 4 units, you should be able to understand the basic components of immune system and its mechanism, as I stated, should able be know about the importance of the normal body flora and able to understand its interaction in infection and infectious disease, understand the classification and of immunity and know its importance. What are different types of immune response you should know. You should be able to understand the properties, structure and function of antigen antibody and antigen antibody reaction, which is normally referred as serological reaction. Also, it is expected that after completing this course, you should be able to understand the difference between protective immunity and hypersensitivity. Also, you should be able to understand its mechanism, how it's work for the well-being of individual. Now, talking about the contents of the syllabus as per unit. Now, as I stated, there are 4 units, and the first unit, that is immune system, infection and immunity. Here you will find that this is the, what you can say, the details of the syllabus of unit 1. Now, here two things, as I stated, are added: structure and function of leukocyte and normal microflora of skin, oral cavity and gastrointestinal tract. These 2 points are added this year in the syllabus, right? So, structure and function of leukocyte, normal flora of skin, oral cavity and gastrointestinal tract. Then the next point which is to be covered in the first unit is definition of infection, different types of infections, what are the sources of infection, modes of transmission, then microbial pathogenicity, aggressive factors of pathogen and immunity, definition and classification of immunity with suitable example. This is expected to be added this year, right? Otherwise, almost all syllabus is same as compared to that of last year. The unit second is antigen antibody and immune response, where you are supposed to study the definition of antigen, the properties of antigen, the specificity of antigen, and you are supposed to talk about bacterial antigen with reference to Salmonella typhi. Okay. Then antibodies, which we normally refer as immunoglobulin. There you are supposed to talk about definition, properties, structure of immunoglobulin and different types of immunoglobulin classes, and there itself you are supposed to discuss about what you can say, immune response. Here also complement system is being added. Now, this is a new aspect also as compared to last year. Here you are supposed to define types and mechanism of immune response, and you are supposed to enlist the effector molecules which are responsible for bringing about either humoral immune response or cell mediated immune response. Also, you are supposed to talk about theories of antibody production. Unit 3 is antigen antibody reactions, which is also referred as serological reactions. Here you are supposed to study different types of antigen antibody reactions along with mechanism and application of these reactions with suitable example. Now, what different types of reactions are supposed to be studied? These are agglutination, precipitation, then complement fixation, virus neutralization, toxin neutralization, and principle and application of recent techniques in what you call antigen antibody reactions. These are enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, which normally we call as ELISA, radioimmunoassay, and immunofluorescence test. This is about the third unit, and in fourth unit you will be talking about the other side of the coin, that is hypersensitivity, which is normally referred locally as allergy. So here you are supposed to define what is hypersensitivity, classify hypersensitivity based on time. There are two types, that is delayed and immediate type, that you have to define or classify. Then classification is also to be done on the basis of mechanism. On the basis of mechanism, hypersensitivity is being categorized into four different types: type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4 hypersensitivity. And it is expected that you are supposed to study this hypersensitivity with at least one example of each. Type 1 hypersensitivity, you will be talking about systematic anaphylaxis. Type 2 hypersensitivity, the example will be blood transfusion reaction, which you will be studying. Type 3 hypersensitivity, Arthur's reaction you will be talking about. And for type 4 hypersensitivity, you will talk about, or you will study contact dermatitis as an example. So this is all with respect to your syllabus. Now as far as reference books are concerned, you will find a long list of references in your syllabus, which is supposed to be coming. You will get that. But as far as my you can get suggestion, rather you can say to all of you, as far as preparation of this immunology paper is concerned, you should refer these books first, which is very important, that you should refer this book, textbook of microbiology by Anant Narayan and Panikkar. This is most important book. If I would suggest, if you cannot afford, please you can procure this or buy this book. You should have your own copy, because if you want to continue your career in microbiology, this will be a book which you should have with you. The recent edition you can take, 8th, 9th, and I think 10th edition is also out. So this is one of the most important book. Then coming to the second one is Immunology by Dr. B.S. Nagoba and Dr. D.V. Vedpada. This is also a good book. You can refer it. Then Basic Immunology by Joshi, Medical Microbiology by Day and Day, and Essential of Immunology, which is means slightly higher version of immunology, which normally the PG students used to refer, is Immunology by Wright. So this much books are sufficient enough. Just this is the old one book of Panikkar, Anant Narayan Panikkar. This is new 10th edition. You can have, if you are purchasing, you can go for it. Otherwise, in library we have n number of copies of these two books. So these two books are most important. So I think we'll stop here, and if you have any queries regarding this, you can post me, as you always can do it, or directly contact me with mail. Thank you very much.